Hello and welcome to a very special Sligo show with myself, Brendan Tierney. It's the first time we have the director of an amazing movie, mostly shot here in our beautiful county and the Northwest, Edwin Mullane. You're very welcome to the Sligo show.
Thank you. I'm very glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
So it's, you're a Sligo man, but you said you kind of in and out a little bit. A blowback, you said earlier on, not a blow in.
Yeah, I might get slagged sometimes as a blow in, but I like to correct that I'm a blowback. My family are from Sligo. My dad's from here, and I spent every Christmas, bank holiday, Easter holiday, you name it, coming up to see my granny up here. So I was delighted then to move here permanently 6 years ago.
Cool. And you're here today to talk about Horseshoe, your new movie coming out in December. And you said, I want it shot here in beauty, and it is the most beautiful love letter postcard to Sligo. So for anyone who's looking forward to seeing it, tell us a little bit about the story and what's it all about.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I suppose not only did I just want it shot here, it wouldn't exist if I didn't live here.
Okay.
Yeah, because we had made a couple of short films, and I relocated to Sligo and was just really inspired by this amazing scenery, within 5 minutes where we live. So I started thinking how I could craft a story to fit what was on my doorstep. So when you're making an independent film and you're scratching cents together and euros together to try and get it over the line, production design, when you have backdrop like Ben Bulbin or Mullaghmore, it helps on a small budget.
I've been very lucky. I've got to watch it, and I think when people see it, and especially even I think never mind Sligo people, anyone from around the world will just go, oh my God, that place is gorgeous. And then the whole tone and the story, again, it just, I don't know, it fits in beautifully with rural Ireland. It really just, we can all probably relate to people like that or our story. And again, the story, if you want to tell us what's the kind of the main premise of the movie?
Yeah, I think there's something universal in there because it's about a family coming together after their dad dies. They come back to their family home, these four siblings, and they haven't really got on for a couple of years, but they're forced to come back under the one roof for the weekend and sort stuff out.
Yes. Sort out the will and the twists and turns of that. And that is not far from any of our doorsteps, hearing the story of a will going right, wrong, or indifferent, So you didn't have to go far for inspiration, I'm sure.
No, and then family, one of the taglines we have in the film is all families are mad. Everybody has a family in some shape or form. So, we hope that everybody can see something of themselves in one or many of the characters. And I suppose I grew up watching with my dad and my brother things like Only Fools and Horses and great family shows where I suppose what I always loved with those shows that could go from comic to dramatic in so quickly, and there is so much to mine within a drama about a family because you've all these the history that's there and the conflicts, and even I suppose when people come back as adults, as siblings, how they might revert to where they were as kids.
When you go back home, we all love going back home. Sometimes maybe it's the most comfortable place for some people. I know myself, love going back to the open fire. Just it is. It's a switch, isn't it? So again, this movie, when the people do go back home, you kind of see maybe that little tie to their past that relights again when they get there.
Yeah, and I was only now looking back at our kind of body of work. Myself and Adam O'Keefe co-directed the film, and we have a company called Wave Walker Films. It's based here in Sligo in the lovely Soco lab in Strandhill.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, very proud to have our office there. But myself and Adam have been making short films for years and ads, and we actually come from a theatre background originally. But when we were kind of looking back on the shorts, it was interesting. It was we're kind of doing the same thing a little bit over and over with different characters and different stories. And I suppose to reflect on it, many of our stories are about characters trying to connect with someone, and I suppose what in Horseshoe as well, it's the difficulty of connecting and how dramatic and funny that is, and its most human level, it's a great dramatic trope because it's we're all stuck in our own heads, and in modern society we're not stuck in our phones or whatever it is, and not being present with each other. And I suppose that's when we were creating the premise for the film and developing the script. We wanted it to be dramatic, but we also wanted it to have heart. We wanted to have laughs and dark comedy in there as well. So we were very lucky to help us get on that we were worked with brilliant actors.
Oh, well, I mean, I've seen, I mean, to many people, they'll know a lot of the faces in this from TV and Irish movies. So, like, you know, is that whole process of gathering the right actors, is that a whole, like, how long from day one, right, we have everything ready script-wise now, get the cast, get the locations, you know, how long, what kind of a process for people that have never worked in the movie world? What kind of
so this is a little bit different than maybe like a traditional film that would be shot with full Screen Ireland support or studio support. Like in independent film, really, we were inspired by the likes of Ben Wheatley or Shane Meadows, these guys, UK directors who would have basically just like, okay, what do I have available? Which actor can I make a phone call to try and get on board and help us get that? So very much we had made the shorts and we're like, we need to make a feature to be able to, you know, further our careers and be able to prove to ourselves even we could do it. So many of the actors we'd worked with in the theatre or worked with in other shorts, we kind of workshopped the characters with them over about 6-8 months, then started developing the script. And then with a very kind friend who had a big house in Tullahan that he usually has students there. But he told me in passing one day that the students don't come in January, and I didn't forget that. So
he was like, he never thought this was going to happen. Little did he know.
So Ryan Allen, a wonderful friend, and the CEO of Irish Gap Year, which is based there, he very kindly helped us have the other character, which is the house, you know. So we use that main location, and then all the rest of the exteriors down Mullockmore, the Horseshoe, and North Sligo, and little bits of Leitrim there as well.
No, it is. It looks so beautifully shot, and as I said, you can just relate, especially if you grew up in rural Ireland. You know, it's the calmness of going for a walk and the background and the scenery, and then the cozy house and all that. So I mean, I think it'll definitely resonate with a lot of our audience, especially in rural Ireland. Like,
yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing is we thought when we were making it, you know, we were making it for an Irish audience first of all. But the journey so far with the film, it had its world premiere in Galway in the Flat.
Yes,
and we were very lucky that it went down well and it got good reviews. We picked up an award, and you know, we felt, oh, it's great. An Irish audience is reacting to this, and a West of Ireland audience is reacting to it. But the amazing thing, we've had it. It's an international premiere. It's had its North American premiere, and the reaction has been great overseas. So people are loving the characters, and they're really, I suppose, the universal thing they're coming back with is that they like the family drama and the comedy of being stuck together in the house over the week.
And the real Irishness of the way they deal with each other and talk to each other and make things awkward. Like it's great crack, like, I have to say.
Yeah, and the other thing I noticed that we didn't really notice it as Irish people making it, but when you watch it abroad, it's like there is a bit of effing and blinding in it now, but that's just, suppose, how we all speak.
Yeah. It's not even rude anymore. It's like that's quite normal. Like, of course we do. You know what I mean? Like you said, North America. Like, so you're hoping this will, you know, well, I mean, this cinema is global. So, like, what's it like to to get into different countries? Like, is it a struggle? Is it just the right lucky moment? Is it pitching all the time?
Yeah, well, I mean, we work hard trying to get our work out there. I mean, the shorts, we're always submitting to festivals and then attending the markets as well. That's where you go to it's like big conferences where you're trying to meet distributors or sales agents. So with Horseshoe, it's the week after we finished shooting, and it wasn't, obviously we hadn't even started post-production, I went to Berlin, to the European film market, and straight away trying to get interest and meet people. So you just kind of, a lot of it is just trying to connect with people who are running these festivals, or people, sales agents that might be able to help you. And that process is much longer even than making the film. So we're going into Irish cinemas on the 5th of December, but we can very happily say that we're going to have a theatrical release in North America from February of 2026, which is like...
Can we all go to that? We can. Like, there's no problem.
We'll go over it. We'll do it from Times Square, the Sligo show from that.
Yeah, absolutely. We could bring all the set. Brian, you're okay bringing that, aren't you? There's no problem at all. So, like, how many weeks did the shooting take? It was quite a short window. Yeah,
it was 15 days total, which is very quick. So we had an amazing AD, assistant director, Rick Gordon, who's a friend of mine, and if we didn't have him, like, he's like the captain of your ship when you're in it. You're obviously, the directors, they're trying to get the creative vision over the line, but your assistant director, he's the one who's the boss of Boston at the time and making sure
everything's running and the next people are ready and the next thing is ready and the next thing. But over a short window. And again, it was like January. Any difficulties with the weather that time of year? Or?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with the weather. So 15 days, and the great thing about Rick, he was constantly looking at the weather, when we could be outside, when we could be inside. We picked to have a scene, on a mountain, side of a mountain in the middle of January. So there was days, there was storms and wind and snow and everything in between. But the one day where we actually had a key location in Cliffany, my favourite pub, O'Donnell's pub in Cliffany.
On the corner.
And the landlord, Bernard, kindly was letting us shoot that day. But I remember waking up at 7 o'clock, all the power was gone in the village. And we were like, oh no, how are we going to do this? Because there was cast coming down from Dublin that could only shoot that day. And, we didn't have budget to move things around. But the other amazing and beautiful thing about this film was the way the community came around us, and like phone calls made. Not only when we started rolling at 10 was there one generator, there was 3 generators there.
Good
and
old
people,
North Sligo, huh?
Yeah, people were so kind and so good.
Did they get credits at the end then, like generator provider?
Well, if you look at the more than that, I think the list of thank yous is massive at the end of the film.
And I mean, it's a big thing for Sligo to get this, and I hope more and more of these things happen. But it'll take people like you and then us, the community. We'll talk a bit more at the end about that, us backing this and supporting this. But that's a beautiful story of like, we were stuck and then we got it fixed, and there was more than enough help. So I mean, it's a perfect scenario of why this region is good for doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah, I think people were intrigued by it as well. They're seeing a big film crew there around Mulkmore, and I hope that when people see it, they're from Sligo, they're going to be proud seeing how beautiful it is. Like when we showed the film, I mean, when we had our international premiere in Oldenburg in Germany, we were lucky with the Irish ambassador to Germany was there, and we had great Irish companies. But when the Germans saw it, they were like, "Where is this? It's absolutely stunning." Yeah. They're just blown away by the natural beauty and the horseshoe and all that coastline up in North Sligo as well. So I hope people are going to be proud when they see it on screen and that scale,
We've all seen this all of the time, but when you see it in that moment, your brain goes, God, that's our own county. Like it really catch your attention. Go, wow, I see that every few months, every week, whatever. So you've really captured it lovely and you've sold it lovely. Just to go through the cast again for a few of the main characters, we might know a few of the faces. We have Caroline Bracken, we've Jed Murray, Eric O'Brien, Neil Fleming, Lola Roddy, John Connors and Mary Murray. We've known some of these on Love Hate and some of them their own independent films and that. So it's a really good, strong cast of Irish actors involved. Yeah,
really good. They're amazing. The cast really, like each one of them.
All easy to work with. Yeah. Announce them now. Tell us now.
No, I don't have any tales. They're all lovely. In fairness, they were, and when you think of the conditions that we're on, like I said, limited budget, lots of, no one had a trailer in the cold or anything like that,
A cattle trailer, maybe by the sounds of things, what you were saying, with a generator beside them. But I think in the smaller, like independent films world, you need everyone to be on the team,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we probably would have worked with nearly everybody before, bar Lawler, who plays the dad, Colin Canavan. So
people might know him if they look closely from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and
he plays a little. Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
That They May Face a Rising Sun, which was nominated for an IFTA. I mean, we were stuck for that casting. We were really trying. We knew the quality that it needed the caliber of actor that was going to be able to pull it off. So we were getting worried. We were kind of running out of ideas, and someone said, "I should approach Lawler." It would have been our wildest dreams to have him, but thankfully, Lawler has a very strong Sligo connection. So
this keeps happening.
Lawler's brother Mark lives here. So and he was hoping to get down and see him. So I think we managed to get Lawler because he could come on holiday. He loves Sligo so much that he didn't mind coming down on his holidays down here.
Well, that's going to be a sales pitch for. We might get some more and more bigger actors all around the world come and go. No, if you come here once, we'll come back again. But it's easy fall in love with the place, so it's easier to get them back again.
Oh yeah, we had amazing support as well, I must say, from our friends in Voya, who were very kind when we were shooting. As I said, we didn't have all the bells and whistles for the actors, but they actually sponsored some of the actors after they had been through the shoot and they were tired to go out for a seaweed bath. So every actor that came up they are raving about Sligo and raving about the seaweed baths and Voya and the whole experience they got out there. So it's like...
And like you say, the local rural community, but I mean, was there much local funding help, or where is the channels locally, or what was it like trying to get that, or where can we help more in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say Sligo County Council have been amazing. I mean, they're not a film funder. You know, they backed us in the way they could, and were really supportive. And then Creative Heartlands as well, which is like many people might know. Creative Heartlands operates between Sligo, Leitrim, Roscommon, and Johnny Gogan from Drummerhair. He's head of Creative Heartlands, and that's there as kind of like to be able to help training and to encourage things to be shot here. But a lot more could be done, I suppose. You know, you're trying to decentralise. Nearly all the filming is happening in Dublin and Wicklow, and all the studio space that's there. So if more infrastructure was
what would you say is like just one little or one big ingredient, or what would you say, like if there was someone planning and developing spaces, and if someone said to you, here's €5 million, what would you build, or what would you do with it? Or
yeah, well, I mean, there's already amazing talent that's working in the film industry from this area, but unfortunately, because the work is on the East Coast or in London, they actually are living, or they're not living in Sligo. So the first thing, I suppose, that you'd want if we had a film studio here in the Northwest in Sligo, then all these people could come back to work here, you know.
So we have the talent, it's just we need more facilities for them to be able to stay where they are and work here.
Yeah, so a studio, a sound stage, that means then that you can, no matter what the weather is, you can build sets inside. And I mean, that's why Ashford and Ardmore are able to attract these big US or multinational productions there. And I mean, you look when we were here for 15 days, there was close to 50 people working on our film. They were all up coming, you know, buying things locally, staying locally.
This is the thing we forget. There's a movie, and then there's, you know, as you said, that amount of people. They're going for food, they're having pints, maybe they're going for a seaweed bath, you know, whatever it is. So like it has a huge knock-on effect. And again, you do have budgets, and it could be buying construction materials, or it could be just buying lunches or whatever. So it's a huge knock-on effect. So I think the whole town, or anyone involved in politics or whatever, we need to keep watching for this and make more space available and facilities.
Absolutely. And I think like Donegal at the moment have an amazing film officer called Aidan Doherty. So they're kind of slightly different. Not every county has a film officer, and she is very passionate, and she's understands the industry. She's brought a lot of productions there to Donegal. So certainly, like with Sligo as well, the more people that are able to advise and attract and sell Sligo to productions to come here, the better, you know. Obviously, like the infrastructure is good, but the people, if you invest in the people that are passionate, understand, that's going to make a big difference, you know.
No, and it has. I mean, from Jimmy's Hall to Halal Daddy, normal people, obviously, you know what I mean? There's been a lot, you know. Royal Every After was out in Marquee Castle. There's been a lot over the last year. So I always say it's ready-made, but now to just to bump it up another bit or get the support, you know. Oh
yeah, well, look at the variety of different locations we have so close here. Like where I live in Cliffney, we were able to get like mountain and forest right beside the sea within a couple of minutes, that we didn't have to cross a city to do. You know,
that
to
makes
move
all the difference in the timing and shooting and cost, I presume.
Yeah, no, it does. And I mean, I suppose the other thing as well, like where you have a good tourist economy during the summer, but like this, no reason why filming couldn't be happening in the autumn, winter, and hotels being able to attract, you know, all crew and cast be staying there as well, you know.
So like this is out on the 5th of December. Special screening on the 4th of December in Bundoran, is it?
Yeah, our good friends in Eclipse they've been really supportive of all our work and short films, and I'm really proud that the first place it's going to have is in the 4th of December there at 8 p.m. And the tickets are already on sale. You can go on.
So open to anyone. It's going to be there. Any of the cast to be able to come, or what's it like? Or
there's going to be some cast and crew there as well.
Brilliant.
There'll be a special Q&A, and I'm also very proud to say that we'll be in the Omniplex in Sligo as well.
Excellent.
So people can see it'll be on the 4th in Bundoran, but then after that, that's what the national release happens on the 5th. So it'll be in 25 cinemas around the country, including Omniplex in Sligo and Eclipse as well.
Like this must be like waiting for the Leaving Cert exam results for you, is it? Like how will it go down? Like, do you know what you're feeling? You obviously just don't have a clue. You just wait and wait. Are you checking ticket sales? Are you ringing up people, or what's it like?
Yeah, well, we're actually also independently distributing this ourselves. So we're like, there's a lot of work to get people to see cinema stuff in the cinema. Anyway, you look at like the big Marvel ones, the big budget films, and how much they have to spend, from marketing and publicity to
get out there, get amongst the noise.
So I mean, for us, we're really dependent on word of mouth, local people getting behind the film. Bring your friend, bring your mum, your dad, everyone, to try and get them in, because we really want people to see this in the cinema. Not only because of how it looks, but we really believe in the power of people coming together in a room to watch something as a collective, and what that does with something. Our film is about people coming together, and I think like when you're watching it on your phone, or you're watching it on the screen, or you're watching it, by yourself. Hopefully it'll be on Netflix or something one day. If Netflix are listening,
and it's very important. You said, like, if people are watching this, like, even if the genre film isn't your normal, you got to go. Like, trust me, I've been blessed to have been able to see it. Go and see it. Like, go and see your beautiful county and region looking amazing on this amazing film that, as you said, has already won awards. It's going to be trailing the globe. But it's important that if we're interested in helping this, go see it.
Yeah, that's it. Support Irish film. And the way a lot of people don't realise, the way cinema release works, like if you have a slow weekend or a slow first few days, then it doesn't.
It's cut. It's ruthless, I imagine.
Yeah, that's how it works. So we're really hoping that first weekend people will come and enjoy it and bring their friends. And then, if it goes well, we're hoping to make more films here. We're trying, hopefully, what we've learned and all the mistakes and all the trials of will help us to get the next one a little bit easier.
And before we let you go, what have you something next in the pipeline, or what are you pitching, or what's happening?
My love letter to Sligo continues. We have another feature film that we've developed that we hope to shoot here. So we've been bringing that to the markets and trying to get interest in it, and cast attached and all that as well. But hopefully we'll be able to come back and speak about that someday.
Fingers crossed. And you come out a big gold chain when you've won your Oscar and that. So no. I mean, it's, as I said, I've been blessed. You've let me have a little preview of it. It's a beautiful movie. It's great fun. It's great characters. It's a great story. Well done for keeping it in our region, like, and I think we need to all get behind that and support it, like. So the best of luck with December 5th is the national release, December 4th with the launch up in Bundoran. And as I said, we'll hopefully have you back again soon with the next feature.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. So that was Edwin Mullane, who's the co-director of Horseshoe, the brand new movie coming out in our cinemas on December 5th. Go and check it out. That's all for this episode. Thanks to Brian behind the cameras for doing all the real hard work. Thanks to Hoxel for our lovely studio space. And thanks to our sponsors, Pet Stop Discount Warehouse. Go and check them out in Sligo and all over the country. We'll see you again next time.
The Sligo Show is produced by Pixel Productions and hosted by Brendan Tierney. If you need video for your business or live event, or would like to appear on the show, send us a message today.